Hello everyone, it's Felicity here. Nice to see you again. And in this video, I'm going to talk about different types of romantic soulmates and how you can handle the emotion and energy that they are sending you. And I would like you to notice this. It doesn't mean that you have to put your spouse or your exes into certain categories, because the most important thing is that you enjoy the time that you spend with your spouse or with the exes, and also the lessons that you learn from all your relationships. This is the most important thing. And also labeling certain people as soulmates sometimes can really give you the troubles or difficulties of getting out of a relationship, even though the relationship don't give you really good balance, satisfaction in your life. So just to let you know that soulmates doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice everything for the soulmate. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about different types of soulmates, and so when you meet this type of soulmates and how you can handle them, because soulmates brings a lot of challenges into our life. And so I will sometimes use movies and characters in the movie to elaborate my points, because it's easier to use example and everyone knows about the characters. And type number one is the type that suddenly pull away from the relationship or run away from relationship, or those who do not give emotional exchange to you, or emotionally unavailable to you in the relationship. And also sometimes maybe the type that who have a relationship with you, really good relationship with you, but there's a sudden physical death in the relationship. And so I'll use the movie Titanic, like Jack and Rose in Titanic, to elaborate this point. And so Jack really has the physical death in Titanic, and this situation leaving Rose to handle all the challenges in life. And so Jack in the movie is physically deaf, but here my point is that someone who is emotionally unavailable, or someone who suddenly cut off contact with you, can also label as physical death here. And in this situation, the best way to deal is to really let go of the relationship and not to blame yourself for choosing this person, or not to blame God for sending this person into your life and taking away this person's life, or taking away this person from your life. And why is that? Because in this situation, it means that God or higher power really wants you to let go and face the challenges by yourself. You see, Rose in Titanic, Rose is really strong, because after the death of Jack, she carries on with her own life, and she doesn't go back to her fiancé and rely on her fiancé, and she really explores the world and do all the things that she wants to do, and she achieve and live a really good and peaceful life. But the thing is that we see that a lot of people in the forum express that, maybe there will be a sequel, and in the sequel, and Jack really comes to life, and it happens that Jack was saved by someone else, and Jack is able to get back with Rose in the sequel. You see, here some of us really have trouble, or really have difficulties of letting go. And come to think about it, does Rose in her 90s really complain about not having a fulfilling life with her husband? She didn't say anything about that, right? And we can see that by the way that she travels, by the way that she carries herself in life, it really shows us that Rose really had a fulfilling life with her husband, and she's able to find someone else to love apart from Jack. So it's not like she complained that okay, Jack is the only one in her life, Jack is her only love, and she's, after Jack died, she's not able to enjoy life. No, she didn't say anything about that. So if we really let go in this kind of situation, if we really let go when someone is physically deaf, or someone is emotionally unavailable, or someone is running away from the relationship and suddenly cut off contact with you, and so really, if you let go in this situation and you are able to really enjoy life, and so what we learn from the relationship here is to really let go first. Now, you know, with the technology, with all the social media going on, and it's really difficult, right? So instead of, you know, going to look at the ex's life and keeping check with the ex's life, instead of doing all these things in the social media, I think that sometimes we really have to take the initiative to block the exes, and just avoid going into the account or the Facebook or Twitter or Instagram to see the ex's life. And you know, sometimes if you see his or her life through the social media platform, either you end up really hurt, or if the exes have someone else, or show taking picture of the new lover, and then either you feel that you are undesirable, or you're feeling unwanted, and then you're feeling depressed and complain that maybe there's something wrong with you, that's why he or she is with someone else. Or then suddenly maybe you will start finding someone else to replace her or him. Okay, now I have to look for someone else because she or he is with someone else, and I have to feel this void and be with someone else, even though that someone is not your type, and so you're forcing to get with someone. And so this can bring a lot of confusion into your life, because you are with someone because you need someone to fill your void. And so in this situation, the best to deal with the situation is to really focus on yourself. Why you need someone, why you need the access to make your life so wonderful, or why if someone is not like it's not there, you have the need to really be with the exes. Or so turn within and ask yourself questions. Why do you hold on the old energy? Why do you still hold on the exes? There's no need, there's no use to hold on the exes, because someone exes or physically deaf, or is emotionally unavailable, or cut off contact already. The best way to deal is to move on, to get on with your life, and to carry on with your life, and get socialized, and or maybe sometimes just keeping quiet and having some time by yourself, and try to see what are the lessons. Is it about insecurity? Is it about self-love, and not just putting your energy into someone who is emotional unavailable, or emotionally unresponsive to you? So in this type of situation, the best is to carry on like Rose, who carry on in Titanic, and live a fulfilling life just by living your own life, getting to know new people, bringing into new people, and doing the things that you want to do by yourself. And the second type is those who are going back and forth in the relationship. If you are with someone who's going back and forth with you, sometimes it's time to set the rule and tell the other person that, you know what, if you are not able to commit, just forget about the whole relationship thing. If you really love then you contribute to the relationship and build something solid in the relationship. Because from the spread that I did with my clients sometimes, and the spread really showed that the spouse of my client is really cares about my client, but then there's a lot of fear and worries and losing of faith in the relationship, and really worry about getting hurt in the relationship. And that's why there's a back and forth. And this is very annoying. Why? Because just when my client or when the person is really getting ready to know someone new, or starting to establish a new relationship with someone else, and you know what? This ex always comes back. They always say, hi, hello, I just want to know how are you, and then see how are you, and see how you are, and see if you are with someone else or if you are living a good life. And it's very annoying when you are in this kind of situation, because it's back and forth, and you feel that someone, the ex, is really cares about you. But why suddenly when you start to live your new life, and then suddenly he or she comes back to your life, right? It confuses you. It creates confusion in a relationship. It really stops you from getting on with your own life. This situation, the best way to deal with is to make some rules. You know what? If you really care, you should commit to the relationship, and you should, once you commit, you stick with the relationship, and let's carry on, let's face life challenges together, and let's march to the future together. And so here you really have to set the boundary. Once if you notice that the spouse or partner, boyfriend, girlfriend cannot live up to this standard, cannot really contribute to the relationship, and still leave the relationship suddenly, and then you just have to let go. Okay, of course, before you set the rule, and you have to tell her or him that, okay, once you are leaving, running away from the relationship, you are not allowed to come back, or you make the coming back really difficult for them. Like if they follow some kind of rules, okay, you accept them back, but not making a really easy way for them to come back. Like, okay, you come back, okay, let's just let you come back because I love you and because I feel that you love me. No, just don't take them back easily, because they are not going to cherish you. Because here your challenge is to love yourself and set the straight boundary to protect yourself, and not allowing the soulmate to trash on you, walk all over on you. Because your lesson here is to set the straight boundary, to let them know, okay, if you really want to be in a relationship, just commit to the relationship, show your care, and through action you show your care, and so that you are committed. And the action of leaving is not caring, it's like fearing, it's like running away and not committing. So just tell them and let them know. And so if they cannot really follow your strict rules, just cut off contact. Enough is enough, okay? Just don't let the back and forth relationship carry on. The third challenge, the third type of soulmate is like those who have a stable relationship already, and then suddenly you two meet, and then suddenly wants you, include you in the relationship. This creates a triangle relationship with you. This is not good at all. In this situation, even though you know that he or she is your soulmate, just don't get into a relationship and create a lot of confusion and create all the hurts for the soulmate's spouse. If the soulmate is in a relationship already, just tell him or her that, okay, you feel the same, but then do not get involved unless he or she just already sort out. Just need to sort out the stable relationship with his or her spouse. if you get into the triangle relationship, it's going to create a lot of trouble, because someone may not want to pull away or cut away from the spouse, because they create some kind of solid relationship, and to show that they have to have a respect the vows that they make together. You do not wish to get into this kind of triangle relationship. All you can do is that, okay, you know that you show you care and you show that you do love, but you do not get involved physically or emotionally. Because if you are meant to be together, and somehow he or she will find a way to sort it out and cut off the relationship to be with you later. But before he or she sort it out, you do not want to get involved, because if you get involved, you are going to hurt his or her spouse. It's not fair, okay? So try to create boundary and not getting involved. Just because he or she is your soulmate doesn't mean that you have the right to hurt his or her spouse, okay? Because they are in a stable relationship already. So the best way to do is to let them know that you care, but then don't get involved unless he or she got the stable relationship sorted out, okay? And last type is that those who had a strong bond and strong relationship together, and somehow, because they haven't learned their lesson, they have to separate, and then they get back together. And this type can be shown like before sunset, before sunrise, and before midnight trial movie, like Celine and Jesse, okay? They have a great time together. They parked, and then years and years of separation, they get back together, and then they continue their lessons together. You see, the soulmate relationship doesn't mean that you don't have things to learn together again. Soulmate relationship means that you understand each other on the soul level, and you still continue to learn together to sort things out, to face the challenges in life, okay? So there's a spread to show you that whether you two have a strong bond, or whether you two can get back together or not, just like Jesse and Celine. And in a reconciliation or reconnection spread, tarot spread, it can show that whether you have a strong bond, whether you will get back together, or if there's a chance to get back together, what can you do to get back together? Sometimes it can take years and years to get back together, because soulmate relationship means that you have to work together on your spiritual path in order to be back together. It doesn't mean that just because you have strong relationship bond, strong soulmate bond, then you can succeed and relax, and then somehow the universe will bring you back together. No, it doesn't work like this, okay? So even though the relationship reconnection, reconciliation tarot spread shows you that there's a chance of getting back together, you still have to do your part. You still need to work on your spiritual path in order to get back with your soulmates years and years later, okay? So if you just wait and just let the emotion and let the universe bring you back together, it's not going to work. In fact, it will only delay things, delay the time that you will get back together, okay? So if the reconciliation spread so that you will get back together, don't just sit. Do your spiritual work, follow your intuition and follow your inner voice, and then in order to work on your spiritual path, work on your shadow side, okay? So, and then when you work through all your spiritual junks and work all the shadow sides and complete your lessons, then is the time that you will get back together with your exes, with your soulmates, okay? I hope that you enjoyed this video. These are generalizations of all the types of soulmates. Just because you do not feel that you're in your soulmate or your spy, do not fall into a category. Doesn't mean that you are not soulmate. The most important thing is that you still cherish the time that you spend together with your girlfriend or spouse. Okay, this is the most important thing. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next video. Bye. See you.